Here he comes. Yeah. Isn't it funny how a day pans out?
Tasmania provides an almost endless array of fly fishing opportunities, and the Western Lakes Wilderness Fishery on the Central Plateau is no exception. We headed out into an area known as the 19 Lagoons, and while this relatively small area alone could provide a lifetime of fly fishing challenges, it is itself just the tip of the iceberg and the gateway to the Western Lakes, comprising of a staggering 3,000 lakes.
Yeah, oh. We've just come up, found a nice little slick in the leeward side, and we've just put a cast on a nice little area there with a dun pattern. He's come up and hit it, which has been great. Just a little prick, and he didn't hold, which is a bit disappointing, but it's a good sign. We've got a lovely little bit of shore up here, and these Western Lakes, you're always going to get lots of fish moving in on this little quiet side, so well worth a few casts up here. Hopefully there's a couple more that we can get up here.
Success does not come cheaply here, but the rewards are big, and anyone taking on the challenge should be prepared. This fishery is all about the quality of the experience, and to fully realise the potential held in its many lakes and lagoons, it is essential to understand the behaviour and habits of its trout.
Oh, right in that little corner. Oh, right on the edge here. Just in this little bit.
Early morning and the still conditions make for a glassy surface, meaning that trout will be critical of the presentation of the fly and any disturbance on the surface. Degreasing the leader with a product such as Snake River mud or Fuller's earth will allow the leader to sink through the film and assist in presenting the fly as naturally as possible. After having seen her eyes, Gav presents the fly, but the surface disturbance tells the story. Gav lifts the fly off the surface and recasts, bringing the leader down over the fish, and it spooks away. Where possible, standing well back from the waterline can also be helpful in stalking these wary fish, and when fish are feeding hard against the bank, it is often the best way to present the fly.
One in the water?
Just.
We were just working on a fish right on the edge here, and he may well have moved out. There was a rise a little bit deeper, so we've thrown out a cast there, and it's probably just a little bit too long because he's obviously moving. So we put the line a bit too close, and it spooked him. So yeah, it's quite shallow water here, so you just got to be careful. You just really want just the fly or just a bit of the leader over the top. So enough, they don't like a fly line over there.
With the sun rising higher and activity dropping off, we decide to head to another piece of water just minutes down the road, and we're pleased to find trout feeding across the entire surface of the lagoon. But if we thought that meant our luck was about to change, the next few hours would see us receive a Western Lakes lesson, casting to and covering countless fish without success.
Literally rising everywhere. We've just had a tough morning on one of the other lakes, and we've got to here and there's a bit of a spinner hatch about. A few little bugs on the water and all the fish are up on them, so a little bit exciting now. Just need to find one and put this fly. We've got a dun pattern again. I'm going to put that on in front of one of these fish and hopefully they'll take it.
At about the time that we were asking ourselves if we had any idea of what we were doing, we found a brown launching itself into the air and taking spinners mid-flight, and presented our best opportunity of the day.
Yes, finally. Absolutely. Oh!
Some say it is satisfaction enough to deceive a wily brown trout into taking the fly. It is not a philosophy I tend to adhere to, and being our last day in Tasmania, things were getting desperate. But with so much food on the water and around the edges, and with so many hungry trout, it was really only a matter of time.
Well, that's a relief. We've been here for a few hours and fish feeding all over the place, taking this amazing insect activity. There's duns and spinners and caddis and midge, and just hard to pick out which fish you're going to cast to and also get them to take it. So to finally get a good solid hook up and stay attached, certainly brings a smile to my face. Oh, he's a good one. Oh, that's a relief. Huge relief. It's been hard going, but it's absolutely brilliant here because you're casting at targets all the time. There's fish feeding, so it's not frustrating, but yeah, keeps you on your toes a bit because you're always expecting that next cast to be a fish. So yeah, and a great fish like that, you know, a good couple of pound as well too. So he's in pretty good nick. So great fish out of Rocky's lagoon.